Galaw-gaw, kay harot-harot tingnan, maliksi, di mapigil ang gaslaw. Galaw-gaw, ang lahat ginagalaw, napakaharot at pakialam. Galaw-gaw, kung tawagin siya'y ganyan, kang karot.
We've been inviting people from CHED, DepEd, hindi nagpupunta. At swerte tayo at meron tayong educator dito na party list congressman who can give more information, no holds barred, na hindi ka pareho nitong mga hindi natin malaman kung anong inaayawan nitong mga taga-DepEd at CHED. Kaya hindi tayo pinupuntahan dito. At imbitahin mo ay naiindiyan tayo. And with us today is the representative for ang edukasyon, party list, si Congressman Salvador Belaro Jr.
You're able to read 15 games that speaks of longevity, di ba? Survival.
Correct.
Gusto ko lang pong, una po, siguro magkapagkilala po ako kasi ako po yung isa sa mga bagong congressman ngayon. Right now, I represent in Congress one ang edukasyon party list. It's one of the few education sector representatives right now in Congress. Ako rin po ay isa sa mga assistant majority leaders right now. I am a member of the Committee on Higher Education, Justice, Bank, Social Services, Rules, at iba pa mga committee. Tama-tama po kayong graduation season na naman. So, medyo napag-uusapan na naman po yung larangan ng edukasyon. But before that po, gusto kong i-second yung mga observation ni Congressman Diaz. Sir, yung po sa, I fully concur with his observations regarding the need to promote courses regarding food security and maritime courses kasi ito po yung ating part of our national wealth. And if I may inform the good congressman, meron po akong, on my part, at least 3 legislative measures which would support that initiative of yours, sir. One is, ako po yung congressman sa Kongreso ngayon na nag-file ng resolution, ng House Bill entitled Agricultural Course Attraction Act. So ito pong bill na ito, House Bill 1354, if I'm not mistaken. Ito po ay naglalayo na yung CHED mag-develop siya ng curricula which would make agricultural courses attractive. With the present student rin ngayon,
First time po natin yan.
for lack of a better term, we have to make it more sexy. Kasi iba ho ang trend ngayon eh. Perhaps if you could infuse in the curriculum of agricultural courses, information technology, entrepreneurship, project management, that would make it more attractive so as to instill in the student na hindi lang ito pure farming. That is the misconception. Agricultural courses and food security courses are also about livelihood, are also about business. It's also about a global enterprise. So ganun po dapat ang infuse nating mindset. Infuse with all the information technology and with the help of the media, dapat po ganun ang ating vision of what a curriculum in agricultural courses should be. That is the first po. Hindi lang naman po yung agriculture pati maritime din. May isa pa nga ho pala akong building promoting the maritime industry. Kasi po, kung ano po natin, yung dollar earner po itong industry na to eh. We produce a lot of world-class seamen, pero wala pong corresponding support yung Philippine educational system. I just cannot recall the House Bill number of the bill I filed, but it proposes to strengthen the maritime education sector. Kasi po, dollar earner ito. Right now, before, Filipino seamen are the top seamen in the world. Pero ngayon, naunahan na tayo ng mga Griego at iba pang mga lahi. Dapat we should overtake that. Because we have a lot of, unemployed Filipinos in this regard. Pangatlo po, ito sabi ko nga po kasi graduation na panahon, nag-file po ako ng resolution calling for an investigation on the education gap. Alam siguro po, narinig natin yung education gap, di ba? Yung education gap, ito yung phenomenon na annually meron tayong mga 600,000 graduates na wala pong trabaho. Why? We are producing a lot of graduates in management, accounting, teachers, pero pag graduate mo yung magtrabaho.
Correct ko.
It's 600,000. The figure, ladies and gentlemen, is 600,000 a year. So nakakatakot po siya, di ba? So we have to institute curricular reforms para ma-address po ito so that our courses could match industry needs, responsive to the economy in a regional basis, at in accordance with national development goals. So, yung sinasabi ni Congressman Diaz kanina, we have to promote agriculture. So, dapat yung NEDA magkaroon ng parang quota sa UP doon sa atin, di ba? Nung time natin. At hanggang ngayon, meron silang mga quota courses of courses that you would like to promote. And ang pinaka-latest po na bill ko na pinalo sa Kongreso ngayon ay yung House Bill 1354. Ito naman po ay yung Rationalized Free College Education Act. Kung maparapatin niyo po sana, ladies and gentlemen, ipawaliwanag ko ng konti ang konteksto ng House Bill na ito. Kasi po si President Duterte, and of course Congress, na in-approve ni President yung additional 8.3 billion in scholarships. Diba? For this year, 2017. But the problem with that is that kahit nagkaroon ka ng dagdag na pera for scholarships, that might be self-sustaining. Diba? Kasi hindi ka naman mag-graduate ng college kung isang taon lang. Di ba? So by necessity, we have to pass a legislation that would make this scholarship program continuous. Although kami po sa higher education advocates, kasi ko po ay, matatanong niyo po, ay naging dean po ako ng College of Law. Tapos nagturo din po ako sa Ateneo, sa UP, sa Entrepreneurship School of Asia, sa University of Caloocan, at naging lecturer din po ako sa mga abogado, naging commissioner po ako ng bar discipline. So educator po ang aking background, at saka...
Pero are you a lawyer?
Lawyer din po ako sa I've been practicing law for the past 20 years before I entered Congress.
Ayun, okay, good.
So laman loob din po ako ng mga korte ng 20 years before I entered Congress. So, yun po, mabalik po ako dun sa education. Yung nanay ko po, teacher din. Ang kapatid ko teacher, at kasama po teacher din. So, I really see that
Family of educated pa
po. So, ito po ang ano natin sa edukasyon ngayon na kinakailangan gawin. Mabalik po ako dun sa Free College Education Bill, ano? Because of that po na bonanza, nagkaroon po ng necessity na ipagpatuloy itong scholarships na ito. And of course, even before that, we educators have been long advocating for free college education kasi responsibility po yun ng Estado. In fact, the Constitution provides that the state should give the highest priority to education. At ito na po yun. Kumbaga, nangyari lang ito sa panahon ni President Duterte, di ba? Di ba? So, at least you should credit him for that. This is revolutionary. This is the revolution in education na sinasabi ni Congressman Diaz. Kung may revolution sa agriculture, this signals, this heralds the revolution in education. Kasi never before had we instituted free college education system in this country. Although for 1 year lang yung 8.3 billion. That is why there is a necessity to continue it. Kasi hindi po siya makakagraduate yung tao ng 1 year lang, di ba? So this is in essence is a thrust of my bill. Rationalized free education, college education bill. But in fairness, I don't want to grab the credit because marami hong ngayon, mga congressmen nagpalo ng similar bill. In fact, meron po consolidated bill ngayon sa Committee on Higher Education, of which I'm also a member, na mga free college education bills din yung trust. Pero, ang napansin ko po doon, parang, that is why, ang title ng aking bill is rationalized, kasi, it would not solve the problem kung magkaroon ka lang ng free college education system. You know why? Because, if you would give scholarships indiscriminately, you will just be increasing the education gap. Nakita niyo po yun? Right now, problema natin, 600,000 graduates every year na trabaho. Bibigyan pa ng scholarships. You'll be producing more of the same unemployed graduates. Di ba? That is why, ang pinapropose ko is a rationalized college education bill. Ano po ang ibig sabihin nito? Yung scholarships po, bibigay doon sa courses which would, number 1, respond to the needs of the economy, responsive to market needs, and in accordance with national development goals. So ano po mga courses ito? Parang may quota programs, di ba? Agriculture, maritime courses, science and technology, computer technology, tourism, teachers, hindi naman namin sasabing wala tayong mag-offer na courses sa teaching, sa law, sa medicine, pero may quota po siya on a regional basis. So in essence po, yun ang aking bill. So ang aming advocacy ngayon. Because nakita ko po, yun ang pinakamatinding problema sa education natin ngayon eh. What is the use of employment kung wala kang trabaho? Diba? Tulad po ng pagkampanya namin, kaya siguro niwala ako na I'd like to believe na kaya kami binoto rin ng tao because of our advocacy na ang tunay na pag-asa ay nasa edukasyon. Pero it should not be an end in itself. Dapat gamitin ang edukasyon para magabang buhay mo. Otherwise, it's useless, di ba? So yun ang pinaglalaban namin sa Kongreso.
Ako po si Mami Yet Robles, ang mami at babaeng lagalag. At ito ang aking balita, news, para sa kaalaman ng buong Pilipinas at buong mundo, North, East, West, South. Hanggang sa muli!
At pakialam, galaw-gaw, kung tawagin siya'y ganyan, kang